Hello everyone. A few days ago, we looked at the first wave of smaller Christmas sets releasing on October 1st, including the gingerbread 8080 Walker with an exclusive Darth Vader minifigure. Today, let's shift gears and check out the two larger holiday sets launching on October 4th, the Holiday Express Train and the Family Christmas Tree. First up, we have Holiday Express Train, set number 10361 with 956 pieces, 4 minifigures, and retails for 130 US dollars, which is around 520 Malaysian ringgits. And yes, the train can be motorized. But the real headline here is the blue 3D printed Lego train element. This marks the first ever appearance of a 3D printed piece in a retail Lego set, which makes it a milestone release. Of course, Lego has experimented with 3D printed elements before, but only in exclusive or limited contexts. The 2019 Lego Inside Tour exclusive set System House has a sand green drafting arm. Only 80 of these sets are made. During September 2022, as part of AFOL Day giveaway, Lego issued a 3D printed Lego duck. The same was later sold in Lego House in limited quantities for about 3 weekends, so exact numbers unknown. By the end of 2022, as part of crowdfunding reward, Lego issued 3D printed pogo sticks bundled with a book. 500 of these are issued. The 2024 Inside Tour exclusive set Vault Memory Lane has a green 3D printed duck. 150 sets issued. So this Holiday Express train marks the fifth 3D printed Lego element ever, but crucially, the first one available in a widely sold retail set. That alone makes it significant. The piece itself is fully compatible with other Lego parts, featuring movable wheels and a working chimney. This train set also comes with tracks and is built primarily in blue and white festive colors. It looks really nice and it's a refreshing change from the usual holiday red, green, black palette. The details includes a engine with a bobbling smokestack and with printed Holiday Express tiles, and there is also the train number printed element. Following that, we have a coal tender topped with mini brick built toys like helicopter, boat, train, and excavator, and the car is also decorated with the wreaths. This looks nice as well. This is followed by a flat car carrying a bell ringing polar bear built using bricks. After that, we have an end car with a furnished interior for passengers. There is space only for two minifigures to sit, and there are no doors for the end car. The set also comes with a small platform and a lamppost. Overall, the train feels very festive and lively. As for the minifigures, with this set, we get only four minifigures, which is very low for a holiday set, and we do not have any baby or child minifigures. We have a train conductor with a gold vest torso print with a pocket watch design. This looks really nice. Though unprinted legs and plain cap feel like a missed opportunity, he still looks good. We also have a train worker in blue uniform with a red shawl and two civilian figures which honestly feel a bit bland and not very holidayish. Overall, the minifigure lineup is bit underwhelming and average. So here are some of my observations with respect to this set. The design of this holiday train strongly echoes the design of 2016 holiday train with very similar structure. This feels more like a recolor or a refresh than a true upgrade. Price is also a sticking point. Historically, Winter Village sets have been consistently priced at $100, but this year Lego has bumped it up by $30. This is slightly justified by the inclusion of a new 3D printed piece, but paying $30 for just one printed element feels too steep. The train can also be powered up using the Lego powered up components like the hub, motor, and the remote. But these three components is going to cost another 87 US dollars. That means if you want a motorized version of this particular holiday train, it will cost you about 217 US dollars, which is a tough sell. However, the train runs really smooth on the tracks and looks really good. If you don't own the 2016 holiday train set, then you can definitely consider buying this at a discount. Another thing to note is that the 2025 Arctic Polar Express train comes motorized with more pieces, animals, and minifigures at just 210 US dollars. And the worst part here is many powered up components are actually retired in several regions. For example, here in Malaysia, all three necessary parts are no longer available. which makes Lego's box advertising a bit questionable since they are showing features most people will not be able to access unless they already own these components. So, my verdict, if you are someone who collects sets tied to Lego's milestones, this first ever retail set featuring a 3D printed piece is worth it, especially if you buy it at a 25% discount. Next up, we have the set 41843, the Family Christmas Tree. The box itself looks striking in bright red, and this set is Lego's attempt at creating a holiday centerpiece that families can build together using the Builder app. The tree is designed in modules, so each person can contribute to the build. The set comes with massive 3,171 pieces, 7 minifigures, 2 toys, and 1 reindeer. The retail price is 330 US dollars, which is about 1,350 Malaysian ringgits. That's pretty steep price for a Christmas tree set. And what's surprising is that once built, it does not immediately look like it holds over 3,000 pieces. One thoughtful touch though, just like real Christmas tree and decorations that you pack away after the holidays, this Lego tree can also be dismantled into chunks and stored back in its box. A clever and practical design choice from Lego. In the minifigure lineup, we have Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, 5 elves, a reindeer, brick-built Cataclaus, and 2 plushies. The idea of brick-built Cataclaus is good, but without a nose and clear facial features, he kind of looks awkward. For classic space fans, there is something exciting. A brand new bright green space helmet and air tanks paired with a Christmas sweater torso. Now we just have to wait for Lego to finally release the matching torso in bright green. We also get 2 plushies, a reindeer and a snowman. Mrs. Claus makes an appearance too, same as the advent calendar version with an upgraded printed dress torso. Another highlight is the new glass element with milk, a charming little addition. The elf with heart eyes wearing a Cataclaus Christmas sweater is particularly adorable. Other figures include an elf with Doc Ock style multiple arms for multitasking and a skier elf. And of course, Santa Claus makes his appearance as well with his bag. But the standout for me is the warrior elf, complete with a helmet and a shield printed like a wrapped gift. Easily the most unique figure of the bunch. Overall, it's a pretty strong lineup. There is also a small Santa sleigh built, pulled by a single reindeer. It doesn't look bad, but at this scale and price point, it feels odd to see Santa only with one reindeer. Lego could have easily included at least a pair, if not a full team of 4, to make it feel more complete. The tree opens up to reveal a house like setup spread across 2 floors, with both sides folding out for play. On the ground floor, there is a snowy base with a toy train. On one side, the first floor houses the elf's toy workshop where gifts are being crafted. The room is vibrant with many elements and stickers. Above that is a relaxation room for the elves, complete with a tiny Christmas tree and even couple of arcade games set up so that they can unwind after the work. On the opposite side, on the ground floor, we have that same train section which has the built-in gear system. The train actually moves when you turn certain sections. The level above features Mrs. Claus's kitchen, where the new milk glass element makes an appearance. Overall, the look of the room is really nice. Finally, on the second floor, we find Santa's room with his computer setup, where he can track which gifts needs to go to which children, a nice little story detail. The interior is overall vibrant and full of little details and offers plenty of potential for imaginative storytelling. Combined with the minifigure lineup, it makes the inside of the tree feel alive and festive. On the exterior, the tree is topped with a beautiful brick-built star. Lego has used new leaf elements for the branches with red and orange domes as lights and octagonal jewels as ornaments. There are still plenty of exposed studs, which is great if you want to add your own custom decorations. That said, the foliage feels a bit sparse, and you can clearly see some of the inner bricks showing through, which is not so nice. All things considered, both sets are on the expensive side. Personally, I think the train is the better option, especially if you don't already own the 2016 version. The Christmas tree, though, really comes down to individual taste. For me, I wouldn't spend that much of money on Lego tree. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next one. Do let me know in the comments if you're going to pick up any of these two sets and which one you like and why.